did you come from? Done and done. That'll teach you. Who's there? That'll teach you. I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why. Who's there? You knew I said something. Where'd you come from?
By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked. Right then. You prefer to listen, is that it? Well, you must represent the Dark Brotherhood. I certainly wasn't expecting anyone else. So, I'll cut right to the chase. I would like to arrange a contract, several actually. I dare say the most important work your organization has had in, well, centuries. As I said, I want you to kill several people. You'll find the targets as well as their manners of elimination quite varied. I'm sure someone of your disposition will probably even find it enjoyable. But you should know that these killings are but a means to an end, for they pave the way to the most important target. The real reason I'm speaking with a cutthroat in the bowels of this detestable crypt, for I seek the assassination of the Emperor. It's a shocking request, I know, but it is inside the purview of what you Dark Brotherhood types do, isn't it? If history is to be believed, you must understand, so much has led to this day, so much planning and maneuvering. Now you're here, as if the very stars have finally aligned. But I digress. Here, let me give you these. They are to be delivered to your, superior. Rexus! The items.
Here.
The sealed letter will explain everything that needs to be done. The amulet is quite valuable. You can use it to pay for any and all expenses. Is there something else you need?
I have vowed to serve Armand Mortier until my breath. Best remember that.
Is there something else you need?
you're back. Good. All right, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want? You're joking. What's this? By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago. No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us... You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet. I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften. Give me the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want some of the freshest food you've ever eaten.
Oh, now you must be lost. Oh. Oh, I see. Well now, how is Astrid doing these days, huh? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up. Ah, but we can discuss that later, yeah? What does the Brotherhood need? Let's see. Where, oh, where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member, worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you better believe. Buy it. This, an Elder Council amulet? Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Oh, wait, just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress, with my regards.
This place makes me a little uneasy.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Stay out of trouble. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. All right then.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Got a lot of nerve, sure. How about you mind your own business about it? And I won't have to get Dirge to toss you into the cistern. Good day.
I have no business with you. Vekel and me, you don't impress me, so don't even try.
I'm listening. Yeah? Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Last person who made trouble for Vekel ended up with a smashed head.
You gonna buy something, or just here for training? Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. See for yourself. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. Just what you see here. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchet's pocket without him noticing.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me.
Azura's wisdom to you. See for yourself. I really appreciate what you've done.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
I'll never forget it.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Guaranteed clean and free from rock joint.
That's a shame. Too many people in Riften share your view, and look where it's getting them. It's going to take more than just myself and Aaron to help this city. It has to want to help itself first. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
Only 20 septums each.
It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchalef. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful. I don't wish to be the reason for your death.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as a day. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. They live below the streets in the ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out.
Only 20 septums each.
Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. See for yourself. Be careful looking for those teeth. Little bastard. They're dangerous.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband.
Just what you see here.
Company, I suppose I could do worse.
Be careful looking... Those... Those little
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet? Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding. Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh yes, you've got to kill the bride. At her wedding. And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride. An excellent question. Vittoria Vici is the first cousin to our dear Emperor, Titus Mede II. Vici has obvious imperial connections. Her husband has ties to the Stormcloaks. Their union is a step toward reconciliation. So if there's a murder at the wedding, not only will it stall the peace process, it will send shockwaves throughout the entire empire. The Emperor's hand will be forced. He'll have to travel to Skyrim to deal with the aftermath. And he'll find the Dark Brotherhood waiting. He had a trip to Skyrim planned for months, and cancelled at the last minute, much to his cousin's dismay. Seems the Emperor realized his presence would necessitate a more direct role in the ongoing hostilities, a role he was obviously unwilling to take. All that will change with his cousin's murder. Everyone will think it was motivated by the conflict between the Imperial Legion and Stormcloaks. And the Emperor will be forced to come clean up the mess. Off to Solitude with you. Time to give the Emperor some real motivation to visit Skyrim.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of that.
Whiterun gods can take down the dragon. So can we.
A fine day. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back whenever you need something.
Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong
Songs are just old memories that help the mead go down quicker.
Unlike my husband, I watch after our guests.
Hi there.
If you're a few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest, what could be better?
What can an old skull do for you, huh?
Yeah.
Good fighting to you.
Wonder what it's like for those.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong
There's no ship.
and clean
Check
rooms.
the shipments. Oh yeah, pretty little thing. Had a room here, I think. Ask the innkeeper. I think I'm going to get another
My
drink.
father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. Of course, but I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all. Well, I guess Margaret isn't around to complain. It's yours. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Unlike my husband, Klepper,
I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
It's so bright out here. I don't know. Damn it. Where'd you come from?
here and said you got here. Some might call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Come back to bits and pieces. Anytime.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious.
I hope your parent. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Don't forget me next time. You need herbs and potions.
Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make sense.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in. My talents are much... Very well. Meet me at the summoning circle in the marsh at dawn. We shall banish the creature you have become. Take a look. Till next time.
Right, sure. You're hauling around a lot of junk.
Come on in. The
Songs are just old memories.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
If you're a few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. What could be better? Check the shipment.
Unlike my husband Clifford,
There are no
I watch
shipments,
after
I
our
said.
guests.
What was
I
that?
should
You a
remind
fighting
Clifford
man?
of this
How about a
place
little
up.
bet?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf. I'm just here to
I'm
clean
going
up.
to get another drink.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Thank you for your time.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help her with the forge.
The silver... You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thule, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Travel southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold. Up around the old Dashnik Orichalcum, break the law in Markarth, and it's off to Sidna Mine with you.
What is it? Dragons?
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. I have letters to read.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down in